明消叫搞谁谁知道。
There are so many YouTube lookalikes over in China right now, and they're all ramping up so fast, and they're all getting venture funding. I just write about them almost every week about new venture financing. One of the companies in my book is Tudou, which is called couch potato in Chinese, and they're like the YouTube of China. Then there are many more YouTubes in China. And I think that this is going to be a complete race for the finish line to see who emerges as the leader.
The texture is like black truffle, but it's not.
The sweetness of the mango is delicious, and the scallops perfect.
And tell me, how does it work in terms of the public internet and censorship and information and what stuff is shared and can't be shared?
Oh, yeah.
Explain that to us.
Yeah, definitely that's a hot button issue, this whole censorship issue, what gets on and what doesn't get on. And of course, some of these video sharing sites have been shut down in China, and including Tudou, which is in my book, and they were shut down for about 24 hours. So it's a very tricky subject at the moment, and I think it's going to get trickier as the Olympics come up, that we're going to see these politically sensitive subjects just cut out. I think we'll see more censorship of video sharing sites in China before things get better.
Previously on Heroes.
These video sharing sites have their own censors that they have hired in-house, and so they police the content themselves. They self-censor, so that's not going to change. But you can go on and upload a video in China just as easily as you could here, but it's going to go through this self-censorship process of these companies in China.
I see. So tell us, about technology innovation in China. Is there much going on, or are they sort of just following and kind of copycatting, or what's going on?
Well, it started out definitely as the copycats, but today it's emerged as the innovators. So it's really come from this made in China to invented in China. It's a whole new cutting edge trend. And what's happening is that it's coming from these homegrown entrepreneurs, no longer just the returnees from the US who got their experience and their education here at Stanford or some other top-notch Ivy League school in the US and returned home. It's coming from these homegrown, very raw, talented people in China who have never been outside of China. Some of the venture capitalists who I've interviewed say that the Chinese entrepreneurs make their American counterparts look like they need to be on steroids to compete. So it's this whole work ethic, this whole entrepreneurial spirit that you see in China that's just so much more pronounced than it is now in the Valley. Right now, things are really booming in China, and they still have been despite this world recession that we're in. But I think after the Olympics, we will see somewhat of a slowdown. There's no way that the energy level can stay as high as it is now. Beijing has just been a virtual construction zone for so long that after the Olympics is over, that we are going to see a slowdown. But I think China will continue to be this dragon that's waking up and that's roaring.